One of the ways to use co-writer is retroactively. What I mean by that is if a student or yourself has already written a piece and you'd like to use co-writer to fix it, you could definitely do that. Here I have a sentence that has some basic spelling mistakes. Within this, you could see that Google is already trying to tell me things are written incorrectly or need some grammar support. I'm going to ignore the Google squiggles for now. Reason being is they do not have the audio support that co-writer will provide. So with that audio feedback, I could assure that I am getting exactly what I meant to say. Of course, the Google Docs support does not read out loud to you. So here I'm clicked on the first word and it's telling me, oh, did you mean the? Yes, I did. So I could either click or hit the number 1 and it'll change it. You'll see if I do that before the sentence or the word, it's going to replace it completely and then I have it duplicated. So I'm going to need to go back and delete the other one. I could go in here and it's giving me it right away. It's saying, oh, did you mean first? Yes, I did. So I could go ahead and click 1
First
and correct that and delete the other one. Here I'm clicked onto the word at the beginning and it's not giving me the word I meant. The word I meant to say is winter, right? So one way to go through this is just with the arrows on my keyboard, clicking through each letter to see if it's pulling up what I meant. Now I see Google's trying to help me out. Thank you, Google. I'm going to go ahead and ignore that because I don't have the audio feedback with Google. And I'm going to click through each of them until it gives me the word I'm looking for. Ah, I see it now. There's the word winter. And I could click on it.
Winter.
When I correct it in the middle of a word, it will replace the word for me. And I don't have to delete the word that I had already typed in. As you saw previously, where it replaced the word and I had to delete the other one. The first Winter Olympics is the word I was trying to say. So again, I'm just going to move my cursor along and Google's trying to help me. Thank you, Google. Not what I need right now. I'm going to move it along until it comes up with the word I needed. I see
Olympics.
I'm getting that audio feedback. That's exactly what I wanted. So I'm going to go ahead and click down on that and it's going to replace it. I could continue through this and fix all of the words in my sentence. So the first Winter Olympics were help. I didn't mean help. So let me go through here and Google's helping me, but I'm looking for what I wanted, right? And I actually wanted the word held. So I could hover over these.
Help. Helping. Held.
There's held. That's what I wanted. And click down on that.
Held.
Or hit the number 3. And then in France, I could see my words probably spelled correctly, right? But it's telling me something's a little off in the grammar with the Google Doc. So as I click through, oh, I could see I misspelled France because it's a proper noun and it should be capitalized. And I could click on it to repeat. This is one way you could use co-writer retroactively. Of course, we want to teach students to use it proactively so we don't have to do this to begin with. However, if you do have a piece of work that you need to correct, this would be the way to go through co-writer to make those corrections.